So here we are at Zoodoo at the reptile section, and I have Rain here, the head keeper of the reptiles. So, how are you going?
Good, thanks. Pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much. How many reptiles do you have here at the moment?
Currently on display, we've got 3 pythons and a couple of blue-tongued lizards with big plans to increase our variety in the next couple of months.
Awesome, and has the zoo been here for how long now?
So the zoo has been on site here for 20 years. We're under new ownership and management in the last 2 with big changes happening, so watch this space.
And the reptile section has been here from the start?
Almost at the start, but has undergone a complete renovation in the middle of COVID. We ripped everything out and started again. So you're going to see stage 1 of our reptiles today.
Awesome. So we're going to have a quick look at the snakes and the setups. Let's go. Lead the way. I absolutely love the entrance here. All this bush, all this this is fantastic. I've never seen it before. It's awesome.
We want to take you on a journey.
Exactly. This one here, what do we have here?
So in here we have Kimberly. She's one of our 2 black-headed pythons. Not only do they on display in their habitats, they come out for our daily reptile presentations, and people can even do encounters and get to hold and interact with them up close.
So is this a pair you have in here?
We do. So we have 1 male, 1 female.
And have they bred for you? Are you breeding them?
We don't have plans to breed them at this stage. We are part of the ZAR network, which means we're part of international breeding programs, and only breed when the demand is there to make sure they have positive welfare for their lives. So if not at us, someone else.
Great organisation, and we'll actually do a show on that, I think, because I don't know much about it, but what I do know about it, it's fantastic. Okay, we'll move right along.
In here we have Tarzan. He is our jungle python. He's still fairly small at this stage, about 1.5 metres. He could get up to 2.5 metres when he's fully grown.
All right, and jungle pythons are found roughly?
Just at the bottom of Cape York, near the Atherton tablelands. It's a very small population, a very distinct subspecies of carpet python.
Beautiful. Okay, and we'll head over here.
So at the moment, while we're waiting on the rest of the reptiles to come into place and us to get our act together finishing those habitats, this is also our nocturnal house. So we've got ringtail possums, peanut and walnut in here, and some gliders as well.
All right, I'll make it tricky and hard for you. Which one is this?
The one who was sticking her head out before is definitely Peanut. She's one of
That's how you know you've got a good keeper, when all the animals look the same and the keeper can say, this one is this one and that one's that one. That's fantastic.
She comes out for animal encounters, so hearing my voice, she thinks that she's about to get a special treat to get to meet some guests.
And that's the best thing, and that's obviously what I do. I'm a snake catcher, also a wildlife demonstrator, among other things. Hands-on, people want to hold things, and I think when they get to hold it and feel it, you can educate a lot more, and it actually stays with them, and they take it away with them. Where when people just see things, they sort of have a glance and could just walk on and forget about it. So hands-on is the key in my eyes, and that's what they do here, among other things. So yeah, thumbs up from me. All right, so we're going to go and have a look at the rest of the zoo. This is the reptile section. Thanks very much, Rain.
Pleasure to meet you, pleasure to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What is it? Meerkat? Is that meerkat?
So here at Zoodoo, we've got exotics, we've got natives, and our brand new barnyard as well. So up our laneway, we've got emus, we've got zebras, and we've got camels. In our barnyard, we've got a mixture of cows, donkeys, ponies, sheep, goats, horses, turkeys, all sorts of things that guests get to interact with on a daily basis. This is our indoor barnyard area. Guests can go in and sit with the chickens, guinea pigs and rabbits and have a pat, and we can run interactive presentations and conferences and things in this building as well. Yeah. We've got the 300 acres of wildlife refuge as well. So when it's really dry up there, there's a couple of permanent water sources, but if they dry up, we start getting them on the property. Most of the staff here are now venom trained. So if there are any snakes on the property, we can remove them quickly and safely, and they get taken straight back up to the refuge. Hello, Miranda. Hi. easy pony. Joanna! Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi.
Is it a mule or donkey?
Donkey.
Hey, donkey. That's okay.
He's all right. He's all right.
Oh, not too tall. Showing your watch. Probably.
Yeah. They're like, where's the food? The piglets will be great value. They'll come right up. So yeah, we used to have a heap of animals inside down where the cafe is. This has been our bit to try and get them up. It's also got a real nice flow. It's a one-track path all the way through, which the rest of the zoo's a bit sort of paths every which way complicated. So this is where we're trying to go with everything. And as we get there, it'll all go like this basically.
So barn people doing this sort of stuff.
Well, it's been the staff on site with COVID and everything. Hello, gorgeous biggy biggies.
Big job, this stuff, isn't it? Every time stuff is easy to do this, I reckon.
Hello. This is Butch and Sundance. They are Tamworth pigs. They're going to get to 300 kilos each when they're fully grown.
Oh, that was perfect. Good boy.
It's almost like they know what they're doing.
That was
Do you want to be mobbed by some animals?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll be one.
One good shot. These guys are likely to come up and say a big hello.
All right, Sharon.
Hello, guys. Come on. Come on. Come say hi. Hello. Yeah. Hey.
It's all right,
They're like, where's the food? Why have you come with no food? Hey. Like, you're in uniform, you're not going to feed me. Come on. I should have bought a bucket. Like, you haven't come with a bucket, what are you doing? So goats are really athletic and they jump all over that cart and climb and...
Make sure all the kids are right up the front. Anyone else that's a bit more vertically blessed, you can stand behind them, but there is plenty of spots along here to see them. So. Okay, so welcome along this afternoon to our devil presentation, everyone. For those that have just arrived recently, my name is Brett. I will be your tour guide for the rest of the day. And in here we have Thunder and Lightning. So Thunder and Lightning are about 2 years old, or just under 2 years old. They were born to the female just in the next habitat, Tabitha's baby. She actually had 3 last year and 3 the year before. And like all devils in captivity, they are amazingly important to the species. Okay, so every devil in captivity is part of a program to try and save devils in Tasmania. So they are an endangered species nowadays. There's a couple of things that really do threaten them. So one comes down to what they eat. Okay, now they eat meat. They are carnivorous. They're not overly predatory though. So most of what they eat is actually already dead. Okay, now that's a cool way to get a feed because it's easy to find a dead animal in the bush. You help to clean up the bush, and you don't have to put much work into it. So it's a great way to get a feed. Unfortunately, nowadays, anyway, it's actually very, very dangerous to eat dead animals in Tasmania. It never used to be. 1,000 years ago, it was fine. You could follow a Tassie tiger around, eat what they left over. But nowadays, it's actually very, very dangerous. Okay, so can anyone guess why it's dangerous now and it never used to be? So, what's this? Right. And where do you see most wallabies in Tasmania? On the road. Dead. And these guys don't care where they eat, they don't care what they eat, they don't care how long it's been lying on the road. So if they smell a wallaby, they'll walk straight out onto the road and they'll start eating it. And they get hit by cars quite a lot in Tasmania. So that's one big problem they face, and we can all play a part to help them in that case. And the main thing we can do is when you're driving around at night, drive slowly. Okay, don't drive around as fast. So whether it's a wallaby or a wombat or a possum or anything, you might avoid hitting those animals. which will avoid attracting a devil, or if the devil is already out there eating it, you can avoid hitting a devil. So that's a really good thing that we can all do to help. To be honest, you don't want to be doing 100 kilometres an hour on our roads at night anyway. They're not that safe. So if you slow down, you can save your own life as well. But the big problem they face, the really big problem, over the last 30 years is a disease. So you've all heard about the disease, yep? Have you guys heard about the disease? For the devils? Yes, okay. So in 1996, I think it was, we discovered a disease that was ravaging the devil population. It's literally called the devil facial tumour disease. Okay, now that is a cancer. What's really unusual about it though is that the cancer is contagious. Okay, so cancer itself is not particularly unusual. We get cancer, our dogs get cancer, whales can get cancer, you name it, but you can't get cancer, walk up to your mate, shake their hands and give them cancer. That's exactly what happens with the devils, okay, and that's why it's so bad. And in the last 30 years, it's actually reduced the Tassie devil population in Tasmania by about 90%. Okay, so it's been absolutely catastrophic. We've gone from a maximum population estimate of around 200,000 in the early 90s down to about 15 to 20,000 now. So it has been really bad for them. Now so far, I mean, my show has been pretty bad of roadkill and disease and death and suffering and endangered species, but there is actually a lot of hope. So Tassie devils, they're in trouble, but there's a lot of work going on, and the scientists are starting to think that they may be turning a corner. Okay, they may be reaching the bottom of the pile, and from here on in, there's a chance it's going to be up. So they do seem to be showing a bit of natural resistance. The stronger ones are breeding, and therefore they're becoming a little more resistant to the disease. They're not immune to it, but they're a little more resistant. They can fight it a bit better. And also, and this is something we kind of all understand now, when you reduce a population by 90%, you actually do something else by a lot. You reduce something else a lot. So if you take 9 out of 10 animals out of a population, what else do you reduce, can you think? Anyone take a guess? Contact. So we understand it quite well at the moment with social distancing, okay, because of COVID. We're choosing to do it. Devils aren't choosing to do it, but because you've removed 9 out of 10 animals, they simply don't come into contact with each other as much. So the hope is that any devil that does get the cancer doesn't meet another devil and pass it on. So that seems to be happening, and like I said, we do seem to have a fairly good chance, we think, of being able to save the devils. Now look at these two things, they're unbelievably cute. They can smell the food that I have for them. Okay, so they do have an amazing sense of smell. They can smell the carcass of an animal from 4 or 5 miles away. So it's a long, long way the way they can smell it, but their vision itself is actually not great. So everything they follow their nose. Okay, that's how they find their food. So you can see these guys, nose up in the air, that's how they're working out what's going on around them. Now, a couple of things about the devils before I do give them this, okay, because once I give them this, they'll probably just run away. So before I do give them this, a couple of cool facts, sort of my favourite facts about devils. So we live in Australia. Okay, we love it in Australia because everything is dangerous. Okay, everything wants to kill us. We've got the most venomous snakes, the biggest crocodiles, most venomous spiders, all that sort of stuff. You know, most venomous jellyfish. Just watch your hands there. They can jump, these guys. They'll take your hands off. Well, maybe not off, but they'll take fingers off anyway. These guys fit into the Australian mould. Now, they may not be very big. They may not try and kill you. But for their size, they actually have the strongest bite of any mammal. Okay, it's actually one of the strongest bites for their size in the world, period. They actually have a bite ratio of 10 to 1, which basically means their bite pressure in pounds per square inch is 10 times their own body weight. Ours is half our own body weight. So if they grew the same size as we did, they could bite 20 times as hard as we could. Those two devils there could bite about as hard as a 25-kilogram pit bull terrier. So pretty solid. And my other favourite fact about them is how they reproduce. And it's quite interesting. Some of this is going to make you cringe, and some of it's going to make you jealous, girls. So, should we start with the good or the bad?
In the park.
The good, the bad. Okay, what are you, bad? Okay, the bad. When they give birth, they can give birth to up to 40 babies at a time.
Oh.
Like I said, that's the bad. From a human point of view, that's pretty rough. 40 kids all at once. Like, yeah, hang on, that's not good. The good though, those babies are about the size of a grain of rice. That's not too bad, eh? Even better, this is really going to make you jealous. She's pregnant for about 3 weeks. I know, it's just not getting fair, is it? 3 weeks. And she does get actually one other big benefit out of giving birth. She has 40 babies, but she has 4 teats in her pouch. And the first 4 babies that get to her teat, they lock on and they cannot let go. So the other 36 have got no hope. And instead of wasting them, she gets a meal out of it. So she gets to eat 36 out of 40 of her babies. Not bad, eh? It's like, that's pretty cool, kids. To be honest, you're lucky you're not a devil, because the first one might have made it, but the rest of you would have been in the air fryer. Just keep that in mind. Okay, who's ready to watch these guys grab their food? Excellent. Okay, come on, you boys. Oh, are you going to come up? Whoa. So you can see the bite pressure. He's going to hang on there. Now, I'm not going to stick my hands in. Now, these guys should just run off and chase each other from this point.
Which one's thunder and which one's lightning?
I'll tell you as they come around again, because they could do laps for quite a while. Hang on, no, they should. Oh, don't tell me they're going to do that.
They're just in there hiding.
I don't pay them to go hide in there, but so be it. They'll chew in there. They are brothers. They're a bit nicer with each other than a lot of the other devils, but normally they're just doing laps around here, so I'm a little bit disappointed. If you got a look at them before, they both have a white patch on their back, just above their tail. One of them is longer than the other, one of those white stripes, and that one is called Lightning, because he's got the lightning bolt on the back. The other one is called Thunder. And like I said, they're about 2 years old. We've actually got our devils genetically tested recently, so all of our devils have been genetically tested. That's really important so you can decide which devils in the program they can breed with. We want to keep as much genetic variation as possible, and you don't want them inbreeding. So once we get our results back, then we can determine which devils around the state that you can send them to actually become part of the breeding program. And they're almost at the age that they will be becoming part of that program. So they'll get a girlfriend soon, hopefully, and all help the species. Okay, so that's basically it, everyone. That's most of what I was going to say. So again, if you have any questions, I'll hang around for about 5 minutes. Please ask. Apart from that, can you all hear that? That's Big Bakari. He's telling us it's almost time for his presentation, his feed. And in 20 minutes, we are going to be heading over to the lions, and we're going to be giving you a presentation on the lions. Now, you want to be there because providing the lions play ball, you get to feed them. Okay? I'll talk, you will feed. Okay, so please meet me over there in about 15 minutes' time, and it will be lion time. Have you got a question? How long are their tails? About that long? Yeah, about, what's that, about 12 inches? Give or take, 10, 12 inches long? 30 odd centimetres? Lions are your favourite. You know what my favourite animal is? Honey badger. Those things rock. Devils? Devils, oh, here they go, everybody. They're out. Devils live for about 5 or 6 years, so they're not very long, actually.
As long as you. How old are these two? These two have been here for a while, because I've been here for a bit, and they're still here.
So yeah, I sound like a injured animal. Psychos are coming to kill it, eat it. I mean,